Okie dokie. Hello, hi, howdy. We're gonna start now. Today's just gonna be the normal 30-minute yoga flow. If you wanna join me on the mat, I will be starting on the ground today. Today's class is gonna be so much fun. We're gonna be focusing on hip and shoulder mobility. Just making sure we're staying braced, staying strong. There will be components of a lot of static stretching, so you'll be holding a stretch for long periods of time. Just make sure you're taking care of yourself and paying attention to your muscles. I don't want anybody getting hurt. It's warm in here today, but everybody online, it might not be. It's cold outside. Anywho, without further ado, let's get started in that child's pose, keeping both knees wide on the mat. Gently walking your hands forward, taking this time to follow your breath. You might try box breathing, in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold and repeat. Feel free to set your intentions for today's class. Releasing any negative energy that no longer serves you. Bringing awareness into all 4 corners of your body. You might try wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, feeling your forehead pressed into the mat. Finding a deep stretch through your shoulders here, opening up your hips. Keeping your tailbone high. If you'd like to add a little bit of flow through this stretch, you might try rocking side to side just to wake up your hips a little bit more. Taking one big deep breath in. On your exhale, go ahead and rotate your palms up towards the ceiling, lifting your forearms up and touching the backs of your shoulders. Trying to really find that deep stretch through your shoulder blades, opening up your lats. Paying attention to your hips, trying to keep them high. Should almost feel as though someone has taken a string and is pulling your tailbone upward. Taking one more big deep breath in and exhale, lowering your palms down, rotating them back, palms to the floor, and slowly lifting yourself upward. Coming into a camel's pose on your knees, reaching your arms behind you on the ground, lifting your chest up to the ceiling. Try not to shrug your shoulders too much. You might like to rotate your neck, pulling any tension that's been building up. To increase the intensity here, you might try lifting your hips upward, really focusing on putting pressure in your fingertips. Breath in. Exhale, lowering yourself down. Bring your arms up to the sky. Taking those quick side bends. Waking up both left and right side body. Slowly coming back down, placing both palms on the mat, walking forward a little bit, uncurling your toes, and using your shoulders to push yourself up into that downward dog, pedaling your feet, trying to wake up the backs of your legs. Trying not to put all of the pressure in your wrist joints, really pushing through your shoulders and the heels of your palm. Looking for length through your navel. Finding your breath here. Deep breath in. And exhale, lifting up that left leg, pointing your toes to the sky. Really pushing into the floor with your palms, finding balance through all three corners. Exhale, finding that bend in your knee and opening your hips up to the wall, trying to keep your shoulders parallel to the floor. Staying strong, still breathing. Taking one big deep breath in. And exhale, bringing your knee forward, tucking it into your chest, and slowly lowering down into that pigeon pose. And you keep your hips centered with the floor here. If you'd like to increase the intensity, try walking your hands forward. Trying to keep that straight back. Breathing into this stretch. You might try walking your hands further forward on your inhales, letting yourself fall further forward on your exhales. Taking one more deep breath in. And exhale, walking your hands back up, slowly pushing yourself upward, hovering that knee a little bit more, staying strong through your left hand. Try pushing your left foot all the way through, finding balance here, and lifting your right arm up. Generating a little bit of heat through your left tricep. Finding a deep stretch through your shoulder blades. And exhale, lowering down. Untucking that foot, stepping back. And coming up into that high plank. Slowly lowering down for our first vinyasa. Upward dog, tops of your feet pressed into the mat. Try not to shrug your shoulders, pushing them downward, staying strong in your triceps, opening your chest to the ceiling. One big deep breath in. Exhale, lowering all the way down to the ground. Give your arms a break. You might roll out your wrists here if that feels comfortable to you. Even doing shoulder sweeps just to find circulation back in your arms again. Deep breath in. And exhale, pushing yourself back up. Coming into a tabletop, uncurling your toes, finding strength through your shoulders to push back up into that downward dog one more time. Pedaling out your feet, waking up the backs of your legs. Let's go ahead and do the same thing for the other side now. So lifting up your right leg, pointing your toes to the sky. Finding a deep stretch here. Staying strong through your left leg, pushing the heels of your palms into the floor, trying to keep some of that weight off of your wrist joints. Exhale, bending that right knee and opening your hips up to the side wall if you can. Holding here. One more deep breath in. Barely trying to open up your body. And exhale, bringing your knee to your chest and slowly lowering down into that pigeon pose. Once again, if you'd like to increase the intensity here, feel free to walk your hands forward, still keeping that back flat. Maintaining your breath. Maybe walking your fingers a little bit further forward on your inhales. Deepening that stretch for your hip on every exhale. Careful not to shrug our shoulders. Taking one more deep breath here. And exhale, walking our hands back up. Carefully uncurling your toes, lifting yourself up, shooting that right leg through now. And lifting your left arm up. Staying strong through your right tricep. Find that your right arm's shaking a little bit, that's okay. One more big deep breath in. And exhale, lowering your left arm down, bringing your foot back, and finding that downward dog. Still keeping our hips high, pushing through the heels of your palms. When you're ready, walk your feet to your hands, coming into that forward fold hang. Taking one big deep breath here. On your exhale, we're going to move into a bit of a flow through this side. Bending your left knee, your right knee, keeping your right palm on the ground, lifting your left arm up for one breath. And then on your exhale, bringing that left palm to the ground, bending your left knee and opening up your right arm. Following this pattern through every breath, just to open up our shoulders a little bit more. Paying attention and feeling any tension in your body. Adding a little bit of focus there. And on your next exhale, we're going to come all the way up, standing on the tippy toes and reaching all the way to the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, lowering down, flat feet. Bringing your arms behind your head, just taking little side bends, opening up your shoulders, staying strong in your core. One more big deep breath in. And exhale, hinging at the hips, coming all the way forward to a forward fold. Taking one deep breath in, stepping your left leg back, coming into a low lunge, knee on the ground. Really opening up our hips here. Taking one deep breath in. And on your exhale, we're going to straighten that front leg, twisting our left leg back, coming into a side bend. Trying to keep our hips centered. Finding length through your fingertips. Big deep breath in, and exhale, coming all the way up, straightening out one more time, adding a little flow, bending the front leg and straightening it, the palms and your thigh. Keeping that leg straight now. On your next exhale, go ahead and walk your hands forward a little bit more if you can. If not, feel free to stay in that straight leg position. If you'd like to feel more of a stretch through your calf, lift your toes up. If you'd like your hamstring to be stretched a little more, point your toes down. Taking a big deep breath in. Exhale, rebending that knee, walking it to the outside of your mat and pushing your knee outward. Opening up your hips. Deep breath in. And exhale. Walking your foot back to the center of your mat. Bring both palms down on either side, uncurling your left foot and stepping back into that high plank. Slowly lowering down, coming into a vinyasa, chaturanga, and up dog. Tops of your feet pressed into the mat. Finding strength through your triceps. Trying to relieve pressure off of your wrist joints. Deep breath in. And exhale, coming back up, upward dog. Pedaling out your feet for one deep breath in. And exhale, stepping that left foot in between your hands, lowering your right knee, coming into a low lunge. Opening up your hips. Finding balance here. Trying to find length through your fingertips on every inhale. Deepening that stretch through your hips on every exhale. Taking one more big deep breath in. And exhale, twisting that knee one more time, opening up your left leg, coming in straight. And taking that side bend, reaching your left arm over your head. Staying strong through your left side. Taking one big deep breath in. And exhale, coming back up. Twisting one more time. Coming into that flow, tops of your palms into the top of your thigh. And bending, straightening. Moving with your breath. Pushing to the point of tension, but not discomfort. And on your next exhale, we're going to stay with that straight leg and walk our hands all the way down. Again, pointing your toes upward for more of a calf stretch and downward for more of a hamstring stretch. Trying to keep your back flat. One more deep breath here, really trying to stretch out the backs of your leg. And exhale, rebending your left knee, walking it to the outside of your mat, and pushing it outward to find that deep stretch for your hips. One more big deep breath in. And exhale, lowering your left palm to the mat, uncurling your right foot and trying to step it all the way up into a yogi squat. Pressing your elbows into your knees. If you find that this position is uncomfortable for you, feel free to lean forward, pressing your palms into the floor. Slowly working towards getting your heels on the mat. Trying to keep your backs flat. Finding length through the top of your head. If you're looking to increase the intensity of this stretch, feel free to press both of your elbows into the sides of your knees, pushing them outward. One more big deep breath in. And exhale, slowly lowering down to your glutes, opening your legs up to the wall. Trying to spread them as far as you can. Putting the palms of your hand in the back of your head. Opening up your chest. Just taking little side bends. Coming forward, circling. Trying to stay strong through your core. You should feel an opening through your hips here, your hamstrings and inner thighs. While still finding strength through your shoulders. Maintaining our breath. One more deep breath in. Exhale, coming all the way up, sitting straight. Lowering our palms to the ground behind us. Closing your legs in front. And through your shoulders, find strength. And pushing yourself into a reverse plank. Should be opening up your shoulders here, finding strength through your triceps. Deep breath in. And exhale, slowly lowering all the way down to your glutes. And vertebra by vertebra coming down onto your back. Lifting one knee up towards you, just pulling it in slightly. Let's go ahead and straighten that leg out. If you can, grabbing the back of your calf. Trying to keep that leg straight if you can. If you need to, grab onto the back of your hamstring. And exhale, let's bring that left knee up into a bend, crossing our right leg over to that runner stretch. Putting both hands on either side of you, dropping your hip to the ground. Deep breath in, and on your exhales, trying to deepen that twist through your spine. Taking one more deep breath. Exhale, coming back up to center, unhooking your right leg, straightening your left, and bringing it up. Grabbing onto your shin, straightening out that right leg. One deep breath. And exhale, grabbing onto either the back of your hamstring or the back of your calf, straightening your left leg and pulling it closer to you. Trying to deepen that push on every exhale. Deep breath in and out, rebending that right leg, crossing your left over top, dropping your palms to either side of your body and letting your hips fall to the side, finding that spine twist. One more deep breath in. And exhale, finding center again, unhooking your left foot, putting the soles of your feet together. One hand over your heart, one hand over your stomach. We're going to meet here for our last few breaths of class today. Taking this time to set your intentions. Breathe out any negative energy that no longer serves you. Awareness into all four corners of your body, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, pressing the back of your head into the mat, and box breathing if you find that that suits you. That's going to bring us to the end of today's class. Feel free to stay and stretch if you would like. Don't forget to tell me anything that you would like stretched for our next class. Thank you all for coming, and I look forward to seeing you next week.